This crunchy crumbed pork is what dreams are made of. So good. But first, a very special potato salad. We're going to start off by making some pickled vegetable, and this is the secret to this Japanese salad. It's got some tang as well as that creamy potato goodness. All right, so some carrot and some cucumber. We're essentially just making a really quick pickle. So I'm going to add a good half teaspoon of salt and mix that together. And if you've ever had Japanese potato salad in a restaurant, you'll know what I'm talking about. The tangy creaminess of potato salad is just gorgeous. Okay, so let those vegetables pickle for about 10 minutes. And now onto the dressing. So it is a Japanese potato salad, so I'm using this Japanese mayo. It's called Kewpie mayonnaise. You can find it in the Asian section of a lot of supermarkets or your Asian grocer, but you could substitute any mayonnaise you like. I like this one because it's got some tang and creaminess, which is what we're after. And I want a little bit of hot mustard, just a few drops of vinegar, mix that through. Now coming back to our vegetables, you can see that they've really softened up. You just want to squeeze out all that liquid and the salt. Pop those into a bowl. And I've just had some potato pieces cooking, just in some lightly salted water. Just want to drain those off. And while those potatoes are still warm, you want to add in your dressing because that's going to allow those potatoes to really soak up all the flavor. And then some chopped egg. Just give everything a little mash. You still want to see a bit of texture with that potato, so you want a rough mash here. These vegetables really add a nice color as well. And finally, we want a little bit of freshness with some spring onion. And that, my friends, is one epic potato salad. And now to make that crumbed pork. We're starting off with some pork steaks about 3 to 4 centimeters thick. I'm going to cover them with some parchment paper. And just using, the bottom of a saucepan, I'm just going to flatten them out a little bit. You can use a meat mallet as well. Just always find I have a saucepan handy. My biggest tip whenever you're doing any kind of crumbed meat or schnitzel is to actually season the meat itself and not the crumbing or the flour. That's going to give you the best flavor. So the crumbing itself, super easy. You're going to dip your pork into flour first, then lightly beaten egg, and then the breadcrumbs. Now I'm using Japanese panko breadcrumbs. I really love how crispy and light they are, but any kind of dried breadcrumb is fine as well. To cook the pork, heat some oil in a pan, just enough to shallow fry. You'll know it's hot enough when you put a wooden spoon into that oil and you see lots of tiny little bubbles. Now time to transform that pork. You should hear those sizzling bubbles straight away. It's a happy sound. Cook your pork for 3 to 4 minutes each side until you've got a beautiful golden color all around. And once you see that golden color creeping up the sides of your pork, you know it's ready to turn. Yum, this is looking really good. Just drain those pork cutlets off. And now for the moment of truth. Let's have a look. And one extra ingredient is to use some Japanese Tonkatsu sauce, which is like a really great barbecue sauce. So if you don't have the Japanese style one, just use your favorite barbecue sauce. Drizzle that over the top. And then because I like a little bit of spice, I'm gonna add some chili flakes on top.